Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 8 of NHS DLS6's Let's Play Link's Awakening. As you already noticed, this isn't where I started last time. This is the second half of the key cavern. I'm really sorry about that. I was, as you know, with the video that I talked about with the glitched menu, the ROM that I was using, it wasn't the emulator. I determined that it was the ROM. It kept corrupting regardless of what I did, and you know, this is the recording. This is the last time I used this ROM. This is the recording from it. The problem is that every single time I would stop, if I would close the emulator for any reason, whether it be to check Cam Studio to stop the video so that it could start compressing, anytime I would do that, it would automatically go to that menu. It would do it whether I was on the overworld, whether I was, you know, I thought that the problem had come from the fact that I wasn't saving with the menu up, the item menu up. And, you know, I tried that. I was like, alright, I'm going to outsmart this thing, and I'm going to put the item menu up before I save. And then, you know, if I save, it won't do that. But, you know, I tried that, and all it did was it would come up for the item menu for a second, and then it would instantly go back to the menu glitch. So, you know, and I had recorded this is actually part 9, I had recorded part 7, and then I had recorded part 8, and then I recorded this one. Part 8 was the majority of the beginning of this dungeon, and then I had just stopped prior to getting to this one. But for some reason, when it was compressing the files, I recorded it with Cam Studio, I let it compress, and then afterwards, I went and immediately did the second one, which was this one. And for some reason, it only saved this one. It didn't save the first one. So I guess I obviously didn't save that file. So I was left with this. And I had intentions of not putting this part up until I had gone back from my original save point, which was right before getting the golden leaves. That was the last save point that I had that wasn't glitched. So I was going to get the golden leaves again. Then I was going to go do the trading sequence, all that business. And then I was going to come here. And, you know, I was going to make it seem seamless. I was going to go through, make sure all my items were the same, make sure I had the same amount of rupees. But then, you know, it decided to glitch on me right when I had done that. And so I didn't get a chance to go back. Because by the time I had recorded the next part, I had saved over that, and then that part glitched too. So I couldn't go back, and so I was getting really fed up with this whole glitched menu bull crap going on. And so I was just saying to myself, I was like, why do I keep doing this? You know, why do I keep going back and playing through this game when it's just gonna glitch on me? You know, I want to keep doing it because I really like to make these videos. You know, it's not a matter of whether or not I like making them. I obviously do, or else I wouldn't keep putting them out. But the problem is that it kept glitching over and over and over and over again, like every single time. And I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Maybe it won't glitch this time. I tried a bunch of different remedies, you know, took the filter off, all that, changed the sound, nothing. So, you know, I determined that the problem ultimately had to be that it was the ROM being, you know, corrupt or dirty. So what I did is I went and I got a new ROM. Hush hush about that. But I went and got a new copy of this. I used the same emulator that I use, which is a re-recording VBA, which is weird because the regular VBA, it doesn't record my videos very well and it lags the sound and just doesn't do a very good job of recording. But I use this one, and for some reason it works slightly better, so I've been using this one more. It's just like the bare essentials when it comes to VBA. It has like speed, sound, video, all that stuff, so it doesn't have all that extra hoopla. But yeah, so I went back with my new copy of my ROM and the emulator, and I was like, alright, sweet, this is gonna be great. I was like, you know, it's the same ROM, I should be able to start where I last left off with my glitched game. You know, I'll just use the new ROM and the save file should be the same. You know, that was just like a weak hope, because I honestly knew that wasn't going to be the case, because, you know, nothing ever works out that nicely. So I decided that I was going to go back and use that save file. Didn't work, obviously. So what I did is I spent the next hour and a half playing at 200 times speed, going through the entire game up to this point, trying to get everything lined up. And you'll see I end this video with 212 rupees. That's where I am on my save file for, that's where I am on my save file for when I record part 9, which is technically, you know, I guess, you know, this is supposed to be part 9, so that would technically be part 10, but we're going to say that this is part 8 for now, because I decided to be a fool and not get the right equipment, but, you know, I did the best that I could. I was going to go back and replay my glitched game, because, you know, I can record it, and then as soon as it's done recording, it'll glitch, and so I didn't really mind, but, you know, and this video is full of slowdown and lag and all that kind of bad crap, so this video is just basically a mistake. But you know, I couldn't record it again because I had already saved over it in my new rerun playthrough at 200 speed, so you know, I honestly couldn't go back and fix it. And I I don't know if it's just me, but you know, that took me like 2 hours to do, and I don't really feel like trying to I stabbed her in the eye. I don't really feel like going back and playing through it all again, but, you know, if you can just put aside the fact that I messed up this video and the last one, because, you know, there obviously isn't very much. I was going to make a short little intro for that one, and I was going to use that song Drop the Bomb, which is like a DDR song, and it was going to be all about how I was bombing the Dodongo snakes and all that, and collecting keys in the key cavern, but, you know, I'm obviously not going to be able to do that yet. So, or ever, because I don't have time to go back and play through again. I mean, it was crappy enough having to do it once, but, you know, that's not that big of a deal, I guess. And I was just going to show off the stealing mechanic here. I wasn't actually going to do it, but I was just going to show that you could do it. But anyway, so I was going to go back and do that again. Instead, I'm just going to pretend like this part was supposed to be part 8, and the part 9 will be when I continue. Because, you know, the first part of the key cavern was just me collecting keys. That's all it was. You know, I know there are people that might use this for a walkthrough, but I guess that's not going to be able to be used as a walkthrough now, up until that point. Afterwards, it'll be fine. You know, and I wasn't going to do an intro for this one because I was I was just pretty angry that I didn't get this one out in the right way I wanted it to. This part's kind of funny, but, tearing in the bees. But anyway, yeah, I was kind of mad that this whole thing didn't work out to the way I had planned because of the glitching ROM, and you know, that's like the worst thing ever when you get done playing. And I was really thrilled before I got the new ROM. With the old ROM, I was really excited that I'd gotten through the key cavern and I'd recorded both parts, because never before had I been able to record 2 parts without having to go back to an old save file, which was way back. Like, this was before the trading sequence that I started. I'd have to go way back and, you know, start from there and go all the way back right after I'd finished the grotto. I'd have to go all the way back, do all the leaves. You know, I probably did the leave sequence, just playing through that a good at least 20 times. At least 20 times. And it was getting, you know, I knew where everything was, and I could do it in like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But, you know, just the fact that I had to keep doing it over and over and over again was just killer, and I couldn't take it anymore. I was just really angry that I had to keep doing that. And so I'm glad that I got a new ROM, and it's better. You know, same game obviously, but, you know, I'm not gonna have, hopefully, the glitch problems. I haven't had any yet, and I was playing it for 2 hours. So I haven't had any yet, but I'm going to start off at the end of this video, is where the next video is going to start, and it's going to be with the new ROM. So there shouldn't be as much slowdown, hopefully. There shouldn't be any lagging. There shouldn't be any, shouldn't, you know, be any more of that glitching, because that really kills me when I get done making an awesome video, and I'm like, yeah, awesome, sweet, and then I try to save it, and then, you know, because like the video, it'll be like, you know, the video's forever, but as soon as I finish that save file, it's gone, and then I have to go all the way back. You know, I honestly could not save after the grotto. Anytime I'd saved, regardless if I had the save menu up or if I had the save menu down, it just wasn't happening. So, you know, I just abandoned the first game and all of its save files, all the save games 1 through 10. I just abandoned every single one of those, and I started fresh, because, you know, I wanted to keep going because I want to finish this. But, you know, and hopefully I'll be able to continue posting, like, regularly, because I know this video isn't the best, and I apologize for that, but thanks for sticking through with me. I apologize for this video being crap and for everything being bad.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.